Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your hobby cat here with more Borderlands.
Check me out, I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
Gonna keep continuing on with this playthrough 2, True Vault Hunter mode, whatever they're calling it, because game 1 was weird and didn't label things as well. Let's take a quick check here.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution.
Ugh.
All SNS guns have extended magazines.
I mean, I get we're back in the beginning, but dang. Alright, so I have a plan for today.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me
Gonna-
out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
One, change to something a little better. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll fix it when I get to TK. I was experimenting with weapons. We're gonna go visit TK a moment. Do his 2 side quests.
I'm really good at this.
And then we're gonna continue on with the story, get the catch a ride going. Stuff any good? Not really. I'll sell it later. Unless I find myself needing room, which is definitely possible. But I'm fairly sure I cleaned out a lot of my inventory space.
Hey, why don't you come over here and chat a while? It's always nice for a fellow to have company out here.
All right, let me check this real fast. I do not have as much room as I thought I did, but okay, I do actually like that because of what it is. And I'm going to keep that for now. Put that on instead of Nox's gold. Yeah, this will work for now.
Thanks. There are just some
All
things
right,
that are
glad
too
you could
hard
stop
to
by. I
do
don't get hardly any visitors since my wife died. I think you're actually my best friend. Well, friend, I've got another job for someone with your talents. Level 36. Man, I'm over leveled. All right, so we got Seeds of Your Pants and Life and Limb. We're gonna start with Life and Limb. I used to be a go-getter like you till a skag named Scar bit my leg off. I stabbed him through the eye, but it didn't off him. I had another go after Dr. Zed whipped up a replacement leg, but Scar got that one too. Pulled the thing clean off, and I was barely able to drag myself home. Say you mind getting my leg back from Scar? If you off him while you're at it, I got a special gift for you. Yeah, we're gonna do this one first, and then we will come back for the other.
And don't let those son of a biscuits and skags get you now.
Kind of go in very different directions over here for it, and it's just I don't know about easier. It's just it almost feels like it makes a little more sense to just do one than the other. I used to do them all at the same time, and it's a pain. Well, okay. I don't know that I'd say it's saying it's a pain is probably not entirely accurate. It's more that I try to get myself lost when I transition between the two, and I believe we're actually going to get a second quest when we start that we'll be doing at the same time. Keep up the money. Come on. And admittedly, that was a nice little bundle of cash that dropped. Well, I do like a Thanatos. Now, Now, admittedly, I don't entirely remember where I got this. I think it was while I was back on playthrough 1 working on the last DLC. So, I apologize for that. But at the same time, I rather liked the first Thanatos I got, so it's been kind of nice playing with the scoped version. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it's fun. Yep, it does look to be here. All right, let me sell those class mods real fast.
Buy a first aid kit. You won't regret it.
Ooh, I will admit that is a little tempting. Let me sell some garbage. Can't sell. Don't care. Honestly, I'm probably not going to use a catalyst. But that does have a health boost, which is tempting. Yeah, I guess I'll keep my current shield. Probably can go ahead and give up on this one, though. I was keeping it around as a just in case. Hey, you know what? That thing's actually kind of fun. I might show it off in a later video. Same with the glob. I'm keeping that because it's fun. That's strong. I'll get rid of the malevolent. That's a named one, so I'll probably throw it in my inventory later. I've got better, even if it's used through ammo. And those are legendaries that I will probably need to throw in my bank later. All right, I feel better now. So I wasn't sure if this was going to be here or not. It's obviously been sitting out in this element for a long time. Discovered a beat-up data recorder dropped by the bandits. The data is too garbled to be of any use, but there may be other recorders like this in Skag Gully. Search for additional evidence and take any you find back to the bounty board in Firestone. Now, admittedly, I may have to change off this pistol, like, off of my inventory for a little bit, for a very specific reason. But that's later. Now, I have heard I'm gonna have to be careful, as apparently, sorry, my skills, the ones that keep lighting stuff on fire, apparently they do not play well with explosive barrels. Big surprise there. Oh, you'll burn anyway. Did that say it was a masher? I've seen better. Not terrible, but I've seen better. Where are they? It dropped a shield. That's not good. Of course, that's where we got the ladyfinger from that I'm keeping around for the moment, though I'm not 100% sure why. And even if it doesn't look it, we are slowly working our way towards Scar. One. Next. I do like this skill. I mean, sure, my first playthrough of the game ever was with Mordecai, but I am really liking the Phoenix skill. That being said, I have heard of some interesting challenge runs I might look into doing. Probably not a legendary only one. At least not without doing it as a, I can use whatever until I get my first legendary. And I don't know that that will apply to shields. I'm not sure. Mostly because I'm not sure if this game has legendary shields. I'd have to actually go look at the files. But legendary only, kind of interesting. But the one that's kind of piquing my interest at the moment, I went the wrong way. I might do as Brick is a scavenger run, where the only thing I would be allowed, and I will do it as true Vault Hunter mode, if it's what you guys want to see. The only thing I am allowed, other than my action skill, obviously, which is why I'm thinking as Brick, would be lockers, no chests, but lockers, gag piles, basically stuff like that. I'd have to look at exactly what it is. I know lockers, skag piles. I want to say there's something else, but I'm spacing what it is at the moment. But, oh, yeah, things like the trash cans, toilets, all that sort of stuff. They normally, or one of the versions has it that you also only get ammo from scavenging. I think I'd exclude that, even though playing as Brick, you know, it might not be too bad. But just for quality of life, and anything that is quest related, like if I have to use the weapon for a quest, I'll obviously use it. Because, you know, quest related and all. But I don't know, it just sounded interesting. I don't know that I'm gonna do it, but if it's something you want to see, let me know. I mean, yes, I've got this whole Lilith, then 2, pre-sequel, and at some point I will redo 3 because I know I never finished that playlist. 4 at some point if it happens, since it sounds like it's a thing. But the idea of Borderlands challenge runs do sound familiar. I'll probably do it as a series. The guy I was watching did it more of as a compilation, which could work. But I think I'd rather do it as a series, as at least at my current time set. Well, it would be interesting to do it as a compilation. I'd want to do them as, at least for Borderlands 1 on True Vault Hunter mode. And the idea of a 72 plus hour, well, I believe it's 72 hours to get to True Vault Hunter mode if you do everything. Then another 72 hours of playing. Plus then having to record those, or not record, but edit those, oh, bad mother shop. But then having to edit 72 hours worth of footage down to a like 30-minute video or so, maybe even an hour video. Yeah, that's gonna kill the space on my computer. It'll be fine. A vitriolic Hawkeye. I'm gonna hold on to that for right now. I wish it was better, but that could be interesting. Master Blaster, or whatever it was called. $2.99 left on that. That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, I wish this was doing more. When I run out of ammo on this, though, I do need to change it. As one of my legendaries has ammo regen for repeater pistols. There's what I was looking for. Well, one of them. More garbled, who knows what. But then again, it's Sledge. I'm not sure if he can talk that well normally anyway. I mean, you know?
I do.
Ooh! That might be better than my current protector. Maybe not, but either way. I will have to check. I'm not going to care that much about this. Take the grenades back. And we will continue. In a moment. What am I missing? What was my way down again? Oh, right. Down there. Sorry, it's kind of been one of those... I was going to say it's been one of those days. It's actually more like been one of those weeks. Y'all know what I mean, right? Then again, and I don't normally backtrack like this, half the time I just hop down. I just don't feel like hopping down right now. Not even sure why. And maybe I'll hop down here. Mostly because I don't want to trigger the enemies at the beginning of Nine Toes' area. It wouldn't even be difficult. I just don't want to deal with them. All right, I guess time to start cleaning out here. But yeah, so it'd be on the challenge run, like, say if a weapon came out of that. Brick, on the other hand, from what I understand, does actually have a build that works without weapons. Outside of maybe some bosses, because I don't know if, like, the final boss would work that well with that. But, yeah, so if I get completely hosed in finding stuff, in lockers and piles and stuff like that, at least as Brick, I wouldn't be completely out of luck. It'd probably be less fun, but at least I'd have a backup plan. And again, I gotta see if there's legendary shields in here. I think there are, but I do not recall at the moment. That being said, the idea of running through the game without a shield, I don't know how I feel about that, and you are required to buy a shield at the beginning, or well, fairly early on in the game. So in that case, unless everyone has an issue with it, I might just make it so that I'm using the shield that is required to be purchased until I find a legendary. Though if I'm doing it as true Vault Hunter mode, I will hopefully have a legendary shield by the time I'm actually recording. So yeah. Might not even be a thing, you know? Well, if I needed SMG stuff, awesome, but I don't at the moment. Admittedly, I am a tad worried about one of the quests I am doing in today's recording, but I believe I spoke on a little bit of that issue in the first video involving jumps with the runners. It's that kind of an issue, so a lot may get cut out if I'm struggling with that. I think I've figured out how to do it more effectively here since there's more of a run-up. But if not, there may be a bunch cut out and me sounding very frustrated when I actually pull it off. Don't just lose all that cash. That would be disappointing. That was a big one. Oh, the downside with that scavenger run is, at least in Borderlands 1, we do have those scavenger quests. Those are allowed. But other than the scavenger quest reward quests, because they are scavenger quests, no quest reward weapons, no enemy drop weapons. It is purely what I can find that is not an enemy drop, quest reward, or looted from a chest. There's the other one. And Scar happens to be up here. I've got decent ammo, I'll use that. Especially since I think Scar is technically one of the types that is armored around the head, so I want the explosiveness of this. Thanatos does tend to, and I believe this one still does, explosive damage. Yep, that can burn. Okay, I kind of expected Scar to be a higher level than that.
That was it? It's dead?
Hello. Take the boot. Take the artifact. Not that it'll do me any good. I wouldn't be able to get those artifacts. At least I don't think I'd be able to use those artifacts. Because, I mean, that was a drop. Now, if I happen to find one in a skag pile or something like that, sure, I could use it. Hello. Goodbye. Also, goodbye to you. And goodbye to you. Now, like, that grenade mod probably could be used. Alright, once I clear the enemies out because they're being annoying. So yeah, like, if I'd found this, yeah, I'm not a big fan of explosive contact nades, but that would have been usable in the challenge run, which it could be fun. Again, if it's something you guys want to see, let me know. I may end up doing it anyway down the road, but it sounds interesting. Not great. Can't use that either. Weaker. And okay, yeah, none of that stuff really does me any good. I'm probably going to take a moment and run back to Marcus and sell stuff off once I'm out of here, before I go turn it in, probably. That being said, I'm probably not going to grab any ammo or anything like that. I believe I need to go up. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to take you out. Or at least that's the plan. Open your mouth. That's better. That definitely ate some ammo and dropped like nothing. That just figures. But hey, I guess y'all can't say I have streamer and or YouTuber luck, right? And it's not like it's the drop rates from Borderlands 3, which were just ridiculous. All right, now Marcus's vending machine, all that I may cut out on the sailing because I'll probably go into my inventory first, clear it all out, mark what I want to keep, all that. If Marcus's vending machine happens to have something really good though, well, that part will at least, like, me sorting through my stuff will still get cut out, but I'll leave the vending machine in if it happens to have really good stuff. but I'm not gonna hold my breath for it at the moment with the way it looked earlier. And again, I have occasionally found some good stuff in those vending machines.
I'm really good at this.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out. I'm dancing.
You know what, while we're here,
Sure is lonely around here.
using data from the 3 recorders, you've managed to reconstruct a message. You slugs want to join Sledge's tribe? Fine. Set up a camp in Skag Gully. I want those Firestoners pissing their pants. It sounds like this Sledge is the real threat. Yeah. And that's not that useful to me.
Lally-One gun shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
Ooh, but check me out. Oh, come on, get down.
Want to make a bigger boom? Buy a better mod. I've got all kinds.
I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
All right, checked all 3 vending machines and Firestone, and nothing of use.
Ooh, but check me out.
Not worth it.
Oh, come on.
Now, admittedly, there was an interesting class mod for Mercenary, but it's similar to what I already have, even though I'm using Firefly at the moment. The downside with it is, yeah, it's a Mercenary class mod, but it doesn't have the one thing I'm looking for in a Mercenary class mod. Because it's got the wrong thing on here. No. Alright, so class or Mercenary class mods have, at least from what I understand, a couple of options. They'll always increase, well, I'll show you here in a moment. When I'm not dealing with these idiots. Ooh, money. I'll take money. Okay. So, back over here, I have one. Even if I am using my Firefly class mod right now. Mercenary. Always get an SMG damage buff. Seem to always get Quicksilver, High Velocity, Girl Power, and some options. Then there are 2 possibilities if you get that last thing on there. One is Elemental Effect Chance, which is nice. But a lot of the stuff I use tends to have decent Elemental Effect Chance anyway. At least when I get like proper builds going. The other one, and that also might only be on SMGs, I don't remember.
Why don't you come over here?
But the other one
Always nice for a fella to
is
have company out here.
SMG ammo regeneration. All right. Well, I'll be the spawn of a rack's second cousin. That's my old leg, all right. Woo-wee! Didn't account for the stench, but I think I can make it work. Scar got what he deserved. Great. I surely appreciate you bringing this back to me. Thank you kindly. All right, so we're gonna get a TK's wave. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be a higher level. Oh well. It's... You know what? I'll show you what it does, but it's not good. Yeah, the Blade Flower seeds and return to TK Baha. I'll only survive the winter. Yeah. if I can plant my crops soon enough. But I'm out of blade flower seeds. I haven't been able to restock since I closed up Skag Gully. I used to get my seeds from the caves in there while I was hunting skag. Their vomit must make for amazing fertilizer. Plastic smelly pissmongers apparently are good for something. If you're willing to risk your life and personal hygiene to give a blind man a hand, I'll reward you. Also with something not that good. Give me one moment, guys. Gals, all that. Sorry, I was talking enough. I needed a drink. Wrong button, sorry. Before we get going, you know what? I'll put it in charge of my other shotgun. I'm not really using it at the moment. TK's Wave. Oh, I wish we had the feature from Borderlands 2.
All right, see you soon.
I do actually really like the weapon inspection feature that 2 and pre-sequel 3, all that have. It's just nice. Especially when I just tend to like the design of some of this stuff anyway. Yeah, that makes... Ooh, hello. Kind of hoping for something a little more interesting there, but okay. All right, we'll go for the shotgun just to show you what it does, because it is different. Oh, I missed that earlier. It's got a nice design to it. I just wish it worked better. And, well, considering that I'm kind of over-leveled, doesn't really help much. I'm probably just going to run part the way through this, speed things up a little bit. Still going to deal with all the enemies and all, but run instead of walk. Oh, okay. So that is one thing I've noticed on the Switch that's kind of weird. Is sometimes if you're aiming, it just won't reload until you manually reload. Yeah, so if you've noticed, it's weird to hit anything with this unless you're really close or have really got a lot of experience with it, and I'm not sure it's worth it, to be honest. Especially when I can just do that. Another one of those. I might have to give in just because of that shield recharge is so much nicer than what I'm currently using. Okay, so it is doing that thing. It's
Oh,
nothing
did you
bad.
know that by aiming your crosshairs at an enemy, your HUD can display your target's level, health, and shield streak? The higher level an enemy,
Yeah, it's just still does it in playthrough too, but it's just saying like, hey, if you aim, you'll get to see the level of the enemy, and I believe it's a skull and possibly red text if it's a certain number of levels above you. All right, one blade fly. We're gonna take a moment and change out. You know what? If I'm gonna take a shotgun, we will take this one in with me. It's not exactly my favorite, but it's not terrible. All right, we got a seed up there and a seed here. Well, stuff just burns up on its own. Gotta admit, I thought I'd be having to use my action skill a lot more, but so far, no, not really. I mean, yeah, I tend to keep it a little more as an emergency sort of thing, but still. This build, for the most part, is just working pretty well. 3 of 8. That's what I've been worried about, is the alphas. Open your mouth. I guess fireworks. Now, these are fun, but it's things like this makes me want the Merc class mod with the ammo regen. Because this is a 4 ammo per shot. Kind of pricey, you know? Useful, but kind of pricey. I'll probably have to dump stuff later, but for now it'll be fine. And of course, another hardened alpha. Hardened alpha. This is literally why I kept this thing around. Was the well, okay, I do like it, but the explosive is good against hardened alphas. Between that and corrosive, that's kind of what you want. Well, either one of those is kind of what you want versus pretty much any other elemental. Now the slightly crazier part. And there's a very specific reason I say that, and I don't know if it's going to happen. In playthrough 1, there were certain areas and certain cave systems, kind of like this, where enemies just kept spawning for some reason. Like every time I try to get close because of whatever's going on, they just start spawning. So like I would have taken out everybody, and then I would have gotten back here and they would have started spawning again. It was kind of weird.
Look at all this stuff.
Hello. Ooh, okay. That 600 one's going away. So that clears that. Hey, shops have new inventory. Blade flower. All right, we are almost done with this. Hello. Oh, you're almost gone anyway. And don't look to have dropped anything. That's disappointing. I mean, you could have dropped something. That would have been nice. I mean, being a bad mother and corrosive. Gotta say, you know, they'll talk about games, you know, being an escape and a power fantasy and stuff like this. High level play on one, I'd say that's about fitting with a decent build. Like if you've built into more melee with Lilith and the stuff for more healing and things like that, it may not feel that good at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm actually working into getting into the melee stuff now. But with the elemental stuff, oh, it's just disgusting. And I like it. Now, we'll have to see if Borderlands 2 is the same on that one. Because from everything I understand, the scaling for endgame on playthrough 3, so Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, is just pretty nasty. Outside of having very specific gear. So I guess we'll find out. Incendiary contact. Nope. All right, none of that stuff really does anything for me. All right, we'll take the blade flowers back to TK. Get the sniper rifle he's offering us. And we'll go from there. Got to go to the catch a ride and help Scooter, which I believe is going to have to go deal with Bonehead, I think it is. I'm spacing the name of the boss. Oh, I want to say boss in quotation marks, but yeah, no real quotation marks if you can't see me, you know. Well, no air quotes at least. That being said, I'll probably, since shops have new inventory, I'll run back to the market real fast. Dump my stuff again because that boss tends to have a decent number of drops on him. Not sure if he's actually classified as a boss or a mini boss because he doesn't really get the title card like most named bosses do, but he is a named character, so maybe more like a mini boss. And he does have a unique drop, so there is that. It's actually kind of a fun one. I used to not like his unique drop at all. Found it burned through ammo too fast. But I used it a decent amount on playthrough 1 when I was just kind of messing around, and I kind of like it now. Yeah, I figured they respawn.
Yes, feel it.
Actually, now that I'm fully set up, I could probably play a lot more aggressively on that mission. Normally I have to take that one rather carefully because you're like just starting out, you've barely gotten action skill, your gear's not good, stuff like that. With a build like this, I could probably have a lot of fun on that. I'm gonna have to try out being aggressive in that fight this time, especially if I can just off a minion and start burning everybody. That could be fun. Oh yeah, now I got some ideas. That, and I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I usually never played past playthrough 1 in the past. I mean, I enjoy this game, but I usually get distracted with other stuff
Why don't you come over
to
here
deal
and
with,
chat a
so
while? It's always nice for a fellow to have company out here.
I'm mostly just used to that fight as pretty low level characters when you're hoping to get enough
Know it's rough
XP
out
to
here.
actually
A lot of people barely
even
have
start it
time
on a reasonable
to help
level.
themselves, much less anybody else. There's know that your help means a whole lot.
I can't believe you waded through skag-infested, vomit-encrusted caves just so I won't starve in the coming season. That's right, neighborly of you. And I want you to have this. Even better, come back in a few months and I'll cook you some of my famous blade flower stew. Oh, it's a vicious sniper. Sorry, throat's getting a little dry. Yeah, I was thinking it was elephant gun for some reason. That's later. Not that I have much use for the vicious. The elephant, really debatable. I mean, it is a scopeless sniper. It hits hard, but one, snipers weren't that great to begin with, and then you remove the scope, something you kind of want on a sniper. Very debatable. All right, we'll clear out inventory space again. Don't worry, I'll probably cut out a lot of that again as well, so you don't have to watch me just sorting through my inventory. So it turns out it's a good thing I went through my inventory. I was full. Sell that off. We are getting rid of the wave and the sniper. So, nope.
All SNS guns have extended magazines.
Yeah, none of that piques my curiosity.
Mighty best. If the vault is real.
Yeah, I'm not really a proximity person on those. They're not bad. I like other stuff more. He's all the way out here. We'll check shields real fast, then deal with them.
I keep the medical equipment working. More.
Double catalyst. Yeah, nothing worth keeping. No, I'm not. Because that's what happens to you. Catch a ride. Hey stranger, pleased to meet you. My name's Scooter. I run the catch a ride stations and maintain the runners. Looks like I was right. This station is on the fritz. Let me run the diagnostic program and see what's up. Bonehead's theft. So it was Bonehead. The catch a ride station ain't totally busted. Diagnostics report the primary Digistruct module is missing. Without it, the station won't do diddly. I'd hit up Bonehead and his gang. They got a camp just down the road a bit. Tucked away next to Firestone. I bet those jerks took it. Get the Digistruct module back from them and reinstall it into this station. On level 36. Okay, this is probably going to be a cakewalk. So normally you're kind of scrounging for levels to bring it to even, because I want to say around this point they're saying it's going to be like a level 12 mission or so, and you're lucky to be hitting like 10. I'll sell it later. I'm gonna have to be careful of them barrels. That's Bonehead himself. Wow, that was simple. The joys of good guns and being overleveled, right? Anybody left? Doesn't look it. So, don't care. That's his unique item, the Bone Shredder. It's all right. 4 times 4, 73 times 2. That's not cool. Might have to see if I can pick one up later that's at a higher level. Hopefully he'll scale later. Maybe I'll come back in to see if he can scale real fast. I don't think he will, but I don't remember right now whether or not he'll scale right now. I know I can fight him later. Just as kind of a refarmable boss, and I'll keep dropping it. Hopefully he'll be at a higher level. Hey, you little jerk.
Let's teach him a lesson!
What lesson? Look at what's happening to you. See, it drops right in there. Any monkey can do it. Listen, thanks for saving me all that trouble. I'm gonna set you up with an all-access runner account. It'll keep you in a vehicle until my gratitude wears thin. Oh, you see, that's some better XP.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Okay, Firestone Bounty Board. Piss Wash Hurdle. I got one last hurdle to escape Firestone. Sledge Bandits put up a gate across the main road. The controls are on the far side. To reach some controls, you need to get yourself a runner from that there catch-a-ride, then drive up the ramp and jump the gully we call Piss Wash. Once you're over, attack them from the behind and open that gate. We'll get to that in a moment, because I am not looking forward to doing that. I want to see if Bonehead's going to respawn already and if we'll drop something a little stronger. I mean, it's going to be a bone shredder either way. I'm just curious if it will scale to my level already or not. Though come to think of it, for some reason I was thinking there was a chest in here. How do I get myself up there? Huh. Interesting that I can do that. But okay, so it looks like he will probably respawn when I have a zone transition and then come back. Or in other words, after this video. So you might see me using it. I'll update you if I decide to go get one and get a higher leveled one that's worth it. But right now, I don't think I'm going to bother with it too much, because it's just not worth it at the moment. So after dealing with the hurdle, we'll have to go to the bounty board.
That right there is a beaut, man. My runners ain't the prettiest gal at the dance, but she'll put out the second you ask her. And be sure to hit the boost to know whoever wants to catch a ride with the scooter man.
All right, get lined up. Ah, that's better.
Oh, hell, did you just leap over Piss Wash Gully in one of my runners? Man.
All right, basically it's just like, yeah, tell me when you're gonna do stuff like that. It was awesome. For some reason, in the Switch version, the dialogue does like to cut out a little bit. Now, admittedly, that is a nice feature of the port, is being able to lock onto enemies like that. Ah, someone made my runner go boom. That's disappointing. Yeah, I should probably hit the button. Ted's been doing everything he can to stop the travel between Firestone and New Haven. Now there's one less obstacle, at least. Folks can come and go the easy way.
All right, why don't you come on back? I got something for you.
Head on back to Zed. Let him know you fixed the catch-a-ride and opened up the main road.
Missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Sorry, Claptrap started talking. He'll be happy to hear it. Squeeze him a little, and I'm sure he'll cough up a little something for your trouble. If you don't, tell him Scooter's gonna come out there and kick his quack. Yeah. scooter, I'd like to see you try. Oh, not that it really matters at the moment. Either or. This takes us right back to where we fought Bonehead.
All right, boys, take them out!
I don't have my melee skills yet. Hello. Yeah. Still not worth it. I have to clear out my inventory here in a little bit. We're gonna go deal with Zed here in a moment, but we do have new stuff to grab.
Marcus's store.
Little blood on the tires, that's easy. Just hit enemies with the runner. Arid Badlands. Alright. Patricia Tanis calling for anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together. I hid 5 of my data recorders in Arid Badlands, but now I've decided I want them back. Listen to each one and your Echo device will record them. Once you have all 5 recordings, upload them to the bounty board. Easy enough. Shock Crystal Harvest. Shock Elemental Artifacts allow you to customize your skills with the power of lightning. The key component for such an artifact is the Shock Crystal. I can fashion an artifact for you, but you'll need to provide the crystals. Go to the Lost Cave and shoot the crystal clusters to break them apart. Watch out for the bandits that have taken over the cave. We'll do all that stuff later.
You'll find a fella named Shep near the crossroads on the way to the mine. Sled skinned his entire family and built a tent out of them. Tough luck. But that Shep is a good kid. I'd appreciate you helping him. I'm not much for compliments, but you did fine.
Some of the locals heard you open that barricade and hightailed it for New Haven. I wish them the best of luck, but as the area is still crawling with bandits, Sledge is still out there, and just between you and me, I ain't going nowhere until I know for sure I won't end up dangling from a pike. And we get a lousy shield. But hey, quest done. Sledge, meet Shep. I think you're ready to go after Sledge now. You'll probably find him in the old Headstone mine, but you can't just waltz in there. Place is locked down tight. If there's any way to get inside, Shep Sanders knows it. He was a foreman for Dahl until they pulled out and left him here. You'll find him near the crossroads, keeping an eye on the bandits. That'll be the next story mission. We might go do the 3 side quests before we get to that in the next episode, but we might do that first. I'm not entirely sure which at the moment. But hey, thanks for spending time with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon, share the video around. All that standard YouTube jazz. It's a little thing for you. It means so much for me. I'm your Hobby Cat, and I'll see you all in the next one.